First contact gone wrong. The story opens on a peaceful human colony world called New Haven. The colonists live simple lives, farming and building their community far from Earth's politics. Among them is Maya Chen, a 16-year-old girl who dreams of becoming a xenobiologist. She spends her days studying local wildlife and helping her parents run their farm. When the alien Dominion ships arrive, the colonists welcome them with open arms. The Dominion, a powerful alliance of 4 alien species, claims they come in peace to establish trade. Maya is chosen to be part of the welcome committee because of her knowledge of local biology and her bright, friendly nature. The Dominion representatives seem impressed by human hospitality. They tour the colony, taste human food, and observe human customs. Maya shows them her collection of local creatures, explaining how humans have learned to live alongside the native species without harming the ecosystem. But the aliens are not what they seem. They view humans as primitive and weak. In their culture, showing kindness to strangers is seen as stupidity. They mistake human hospitality for helplessness. During a cultural exchange ceremony, Maya presents the alien commander with a crown made of local flowers, a human gesture of respect and friendship. The alien commander sees this as mockery. In a moment of rage, he strikes Maya down with his energy weapon. The other colonists scream and rush to help, but the aliens open fire on everyone. Maya dies in her father's arms, still holding the flower crown. The massacre is swift and brutal. Within minutes, the entire colony of 2,000 people is wiped out. The aliens leave, satisfied that they have sent a message about human weakness. They broadcast the attack across their empire as a warning to other species about what happens to those who dare approach the Dominion without proper respect. But they made one critical mistake. They left the colony's communication array intact, and the final moments were transmitted to Earth. Earth learns the truth. 20 minutes after Maya's death, her final transmission reaches Earth. The message is simple. A scared girl's voice saying, "Tell my grandmother I love her," before the signal cuts to static. Admiral James Park receives the transmission at Terra Command. He's a veteran of the Resource Wars, known for his calm demeanor and strategic mind. But as he watches the footage of Maya's death and the colony massacre, something breaks inside him. The video shows everything. Maya's innocent smile as she presents the flower crown, the alien's cruel laughter, the moment the energy blasts tears through her chest, and her father's anguished cries. The footage also captures the systematic murder of every colonist, including children. Park immediately contacts the World Council. President Elena Martinez watches the footage with the other world leaders. The room falls silent. These are not soldiers who died. They are farmers, teachers, children, and grandparents who wanted nothing more than to live in peace. The Dominion sends an official message to Earth. Your species is weak and pathetic. This is what happens to those who dare mock the Dominion. Submit to our rule or face the same fate. They demand that humanity surrender all colony worlds, pay tribute, and accept Dominion oversight of Earth itself. They give humanity 48 hours to respond. President Martinez calls an emergency session. For the first time in human history, every nation on Earth votes unanimously. The response is simple: no. Admiral Park is given unlimited authority to mobilize humanity's military forces. Every ship, every soldier, every weapon that humanity has ever built is placed under his command. The military-industrial complex that had been building for decades suddenly has a purpose. But Park knows that conventional warfare won't be enough. The Dominion has superior technology and controls dozens of star systems. Humanity needs something else, something the aliens don't expect. He initiates Protocol 7, humanity's most secret military project. Deep beneath the mountains of Colorado, scientists have been working on weapons that push the boundaries of physics itself. Today, those weapons will be tested in combat. As the 48-hour deadline approaches, thousands of human ships begin moving toward Dominion space. Maya's death has united humanity in a way that nothing else ever could. The Awakening. Humanity's hidden strength. The Dominion expects humanity to surrender. Instead, they receive a message from Admiral Park. You killed an innocent girl. You will pay for every tear her father shed. The first human fleet arrives at the Dominion border world of Krex Prime. The alien defenders are confident. They outnumber the humans 3-1, and their ships are individually more powerful. The battle begins at dawn. Dominion ships unleash plasma cannons and particle beams. Human ships explode in brilliant flashes. For the first hour, it seems like the aliens were right about human weakness. Then the humans deploy their secret weapons. The first is called Newton's Hammer. Kinetic bombardment systems that launch tungsten rods at incredible speeds. The rods pass through Dominion shields like they don't exist, punching holes through the largest alien warships. The second weapon is more terrifying. Ghost protocols. Human ships equipped with experimental stealth technology and AI-guided missiles. They appear from nowhere, strike with surgical precision, and vanish before the aliens can respond. But the most shocking weapon is humanity's willingness to sacrifice. When human ships are damaged beyond repair, their crews don't retreat. Instead, they ram their vessels into alien ships, taking down enemies even in death. Captain Lisa Ward commands the destroyer New Haven's Revenge. When her ship's engines fail, she orders her crew to evacuate, then manually pilots the ship into a Dominion dreadnought. Her sacrifice destroys the alien flagship and saves hundreds of human lives. The Dominion commander, High Admiral Vex, watches his fleet crumble. He had expected to face a weak, disorganized human force. Instead, he faces warriors who fight with the fury of the grieving. Within 6 hours, Krex Prime falls. The human fleet broadcasts Maya's story across the planet, showing the aliens exactly why they're being destroyed. Many alien civilians who had never seen the original massacre are horrified by their government's actions. Admiral Park's voice echoes across the conquered world. This is just the beginning. Every world that supported Maya's murder will burn. Every ship that fired on innocent colonists will be destroyed. You wanted to see human weakness. Instead, you've awakened human wrath. The Dominion's other member species begin to question their alliance. Some had never wanted to attack humans in the first place. The Dominion crumbles. News of Krex Prime's fall spreads across the galaxy. The Dominion tries to maintain control, but their empire is built on fear, and fear works both ways. Admiral Park launches simultaneous attacks on 12 Dominion worlds. Each battle follows the same pattern. Human forces arrive, broadcast Maya's story, then systematically destroy military targets while sparing civilians who surrender. The psychological impact is devastating. Dominion soldiers know they're fighting humans who have nothing left to lose. Every human warrior carries the image of Maya's death, and they fight with an intensity that terrifies their enemies. On Zephyr Station, Commander Tom Bradley leads a boarding party against a Dominion command center. His team fights through corridors filled with alien soldiers, pushing forward despite heavy casualties. When Bradley is mortally wounded, he hands his sidearm to a young private and says, "Remember the girl. Make them remember her." The private, David Kim, leads the final assault. As the station falls, he finds the alien commander who had been coordinating attacks on human colonies. Instead of killing him immediately, Kim forces the alien to watch footage of Maya's death. "This is why you're losing," Kim says. "You killed an innocent, and we will never forget." Meanwhile, the Dominion's member species begin abandoning the alliance. The Helix were the first to join and the first to leave, signing a separate peace with humanity. The Corvani follow, then the Stellar Collective. High Admiral Vex finds himself commanding a crumbling empire. His own species, the Nexari, are beginning to question his leadership. Some Nexari colonies declare independence rather than face human retaliation. President Martinez addresses the United Nations. "We didn't want this war. We wanted to share the stars in peace, but they chose to murder our children, and now they must face the consequences. The war that was supposed to last years is ending in months. The Dominion's superior technology means nothing against humanity's superior motivation. They're not fighting for territory or resources. They're fighting for Maya's memory. As Dominion forces retreat toward their homeworld, Admiral Park prepares for the final battle. He knows that total victory is within reach, but he also knows that how the war ends will determine what kind of species humanity becomes. The price of innocence. The final battle takes place above Nexus, the Dominion's capital world. High Admiral Vex has gathered the remnants of his fleet for a last stand. He knows he cannot win, but he hopes to inflict enough casualties to force humanity to negotiate. Admiral Park arrives with the largest fleet in human history. Ships from every human world, every military branch, every manufacturing center have come to witness the end of the war. Before the battle begins, Park opens a communication channel to the entire Nexus system. He broadcasts Maya's story one final time, then makes an offer. Surrender the war criminals who ordered the massacre. Accept responsibility for your actions. Agree to reparations for the families of New Haven. Do this, and the war ends here. Vex refuses. He believes that showing weakness now will destroy what remains of Nexera pride. His fleet opens fire. The battle is brief and decisive. Human forces, refined by months of combat, dismantle the Dominion fleet with surgical precision. But Park's orders are clear. Disable, don't destroy. Capture, don't kill. When Vex's flagship is boarded, the alien admiral expects to die. Instead, he's brought before Admiral Park on the bridge of humanity's newest dreadnought, a ship named Maya's Promise. You're going to stand trial, Park tells him. You're going to face the families of everyone you murdered. You're going to explain to them why you thought an innocent girl deserved to die. The war crimes trials last for months. Vex and his commanders are forced to confront the human families they destroyed. Maya's grandmother, Helen Chen, travels from Earth to give testimony. She speaks not of revenge, but of the granddaughter who wanted to study alien life and bring peace between species. She would have been your friend, Helen tells Vex. She would have helped you understand our world. Instead, you killed her for offering you flowers. Vex breaks down during the testimony. For the first time, he truly understands what his actions cost, not just in lives, but in possibilities. The trials end with life sentences for the war criminals, but also with an unexpected development. Many Dominion species ask to join a new galactic alliance with humanity at its center. They want to be protected from future tyrants like Vex. Admiral Park retires and returns to Earth. He visits New Haven, now rebuilt as a memorial to Maya and the other colonists. Their graves are tended by volunteers from dozens of alien species who come to learn about the girl whose death changed the galaxy. President Martinez addresses the memorial service. Maya wanted to study alien life. She wanted to build bridges between species. Her death nearly destroyed that dream. But in the end, it made the dream stronger. Today, the galaxy is more united than ever before, and it's united in her memory. The story ends with Helen Chen, now an old woman, teaching alien children about Earth's flowers. She tells them about her granddaughter, who believed that all life was precious, and how that belief eventually saved the galaxy from endless war. In the end, Maya's flower crown, recovered from New Haven and preserved in the Galactic Memorial, becomes a symbol of peace. The girl who died for offering friendship becomes the reason why the galaxy learned to choose friendship over fear. The final line. They killed the human girl without mercy. But in the end, humanity's mercy saved them all.